Now? Okay, so my name is Emma. I'm talking with...
I'm Carolina.
Oskar.
I'm Carolina.
Oskar Edgren.
Edgren.
Yeah.
Carolina Franketti. And
Carla.
Carla.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we're going to sum up the book with one word. And I chose the word connections because I feel like there are many connections in the book that are revealed. And you kind of don't see them before, but in the end, everything is connected somehow.
It makes sense.
Yeah. What did you choose?
I chose the word friendship because Zero and Stanley, they got such a big, great relationship to each other and a friendship
Yeah, I agree.
that probably saved them, I would say, and got them out of the camp.
Yeah, that's true.
I chose the word curse because for Madame Cerrone, it was believed they had a curse. The Stanley family had a curse over them, and that's kind of how Stanley got to the camp and met Zero and got this friendship and made all the connections, and it made sense. And it kind of started with this curse that brought them all
It's like
together.
the curse is the reason for everything.
It's the reason.
That's a good description.
Yeah.
I chose the word holes because you understand more and more in the book, and they are digging holes, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
also
exactly.
a
But
good
they're like
description.
filling in the holes when you
Exactly,
read.
exactly.
When you
When-
begin to read from the past and then
yeah.
Yeah, that's
go to the
perfect.
present,
Mm-hmm.
you understand more. So, shall we begin with the questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is Mr. Walker and where have you heard that name? Mrs. Walker. And where have you heard the name before?
So Miss Walker is the warden, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Walker is the warden, but Mrs. Walker
Yeah.
should be Linda that married
Yeah, exactly.
Charles Walker, Trout Walker,
Yeah.
and they're the one that they captured Kate to find her treasure, and that's what made the warden of Miss Walker keep on digging, because as you read in the book they mention we had to dig during holidays and vacations and even during Christmas,
Yeah.
so they were desperately looking for her treasure.
And I remember that Kate Barlow, she said that you and your descendants can dig for hundreds of years
Yeah.
and you will never find it.
Exactly.
So that's why the warden started the camp, made boys dig for the treasure.
Exactly.
So do you think that the warden is like a descendant directly from Linda and
Yeah,
Trout?
I would say so.
I think she's second generation.
Yeah,
If you think of a time.
Of course, second generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you said, I think they're related
Related to each other.
Yeah.
since both of them are hunting for the treasure, you could say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she said that it would take 100 years, and they're still looking.
Exactly.
So the next question is, why did it begin to rain for the first time in 100 years?
Who should be in?
So I think as you see, the first time it rained was when the warden, Miss Walker, when she was first put down from ruling the camp,
Like punished for it.
when she was gonna get punished, like not captured, but like you don't have the power anymore, and that's when it finally got like a closure of all these connections and curses.
And I kind of think it was because Sam, the onion man,
Yeah.
who was the one who was killed, and that's why it stopped raining, I believe.
Yeah.
And like he kind of got his revenge, to say.
Yeah, exactly. I think when they killed Sam and Kate Barlow left, you could say that God or someone put a curse on the town itself.
Exactly.
So no one of them who were against Sam and Kate could live there.
Yeah.
And then later when, as you said, was it Mrs. Truth Walker's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were digging and digging and digging until now when Mrs. the warden,
Yeah.
and when she left, she was a part of them. When she
Exactly.
left the curse,
Yeah.
What could
There
you
was no one
no
left
curse
from
left.
the
From the
original town.
Yeah, exactly. So we finally got
I know
a closure.
and they got their justice when she was.
Yeah, they got the justice.
Okay. So third question is, how did Stanley carrying Zero lift the curse? Carla, do you have any thoughts?
Mm,
Well, first of all, you know, Madame Cerrone, the
Yes.
woman, the gypsy that Elia kind of
and
got friends with.
Yeah.
So
was
was
They were related,
They were
right?
related.
Cerrone, eller Hector
yeah.
Cerrone and Madame Cerrone was related.
Yeah.
And you know, Madame Cerrone and Elia, I think
Yes.
he was called.
Yeah.
Is it Stanley's great grandfather or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
They made a deal that he would carry his pig to the mountain and sing a song,
Yeah.
and it would go bigger and bigger, so he could marry. I can't remember the name of
Myra
the
And
girl.
Myra.
Yeah, exactly. But in return,
Yeah.
she wanted to him. She wanted that he carried her up to the mountain and sang her song and let him drink from the river.
So that she also could get strong and go
Yeah.
visit her son
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
States.
Yeah.
But in the end, he never.
He forgot that.
Yeah, exactly. He forgot, or
He's left.
didn't carry.
Yeah.
He didn't care about it. So now later, Hector,
Yeah.
as you said, was related to Madame Cerrone,
Yeah.
and Elia was related to Stanley.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as you said before, in the past, they both had like a deal and they trusted each other.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing Stanley and Hector is doing now with
Yeah.
Zero.
Exactly.
You know, Zero is digging a part of Stanley's soul in trade for, you know, learning to read and speak.
And he did sing Sarah the
Yeah,
song.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
also sang Sarah's song of
So,
Souls.
and it was the same song because Elga Jelnates had thought.
And it made him
the
drink of the water as well.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true.
there.
And
So
he-
it was the water and it was song and the drinking. And that's the curse that
So
Madame
he just
Cerrone
completed what Elga Jelnates forgot to do.
exactly.
And
And then there was no curse, you could say,
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So why do they call the foot deodorant sploosh?
Well, the sploosh, the water that that Stanley and Zero found underneath the boat.
Yeah.
It was. I remember it saying in the book that it tasted peachy, so the taste of
Yeah.
peach, the fruit. And then again, when Miss Monegro came,
Yeah.
she said her father and her had been working on this new invention, and a foot deodorant instead of recycling the sneakers.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't have a name yet. So, when they came back, you can see in the end, in the commercial with Clyde, that
It smelled like peaches.
they say like
Yeah.
the taste is like peachy or something like that. So
Yeah.
it was
So it probably was Sarah and Stanley
Yeah,
who
they
said
came up with
that
the name.
they should be called sploosh.
mhm.
And these the sploosh that Zero and Stanley found underneath the boat,
Yeah,
it was probably the canned
exactly.
peaches
Peaches.
Kate Barlow made because she was quite famous for them.
Because it was a peach plantation, right?
Yeah.
And
Charles Walker and his
Yeah.
family owned that.
and she made the canned peaches.
Yeah, so that's probably what they drank and what kept them alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so last of all, we shall discuss all the different things that were connected in this book. And we all have mind maps except for Oskar because we're using